Coco, come here, sweetie. Yes, come here, come here. No. Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. I'm outside today. Today is so beautiful. It's just a gorgeous day here in Texas. And the weather is so nice and so mild. I mean, it's completely out of character for this part of the country. We're still having like this really mild weather over here. And this is part of the tree by my house, and it's from my neighbor's yard, and it cracked on her side, and I haven't cut it down because it brings some shade over here, and it kind of shades my side of the house, so I'm not really worried about it, but I do have to kind of squeeze under it. But oh, just the weather here has been so mild and so I don't know, just so beautiful. And the weather in Canada and the western, well, I guess the southwest side of the U.S., they're baking in a horrible heat dome, and that's normally what we get here. And it's just so strange to have weather like this and have just I don't know. I mean, we've had so much wet weather and mild, breezy, cloudy weather. We've got a bunch of clouds over on this side, and there's blue sky. I mean, it's really pretty. It's beautiful, but the weather up in the whole west side is just so unbelievable. We usually have that kind of weather here, and it's not as bad where I'm at. Further down south, it is hotter, but and more humid and muggy like. But I'm very rarely, I cannot remember a summer when our weather was this nice. I mean, we're usually baking and sweating and boiling at this point. I mean, it's about to be the second week of July, and I mean, usually this is super hot, but it's just been so mild and so nice. And there's been so many deaths from the heat up north and west. It's just unbelievable. It's like the weather just flip-flopped, like it went to the wrong area. Like it got switched to the wrong area or something strange, but they're calling it a heat dome, and it's supposed to happen again. It's going to be another hard stretch of hot, horrible weather for them. And a lot of these people up there, they don't have air conditioners, and they're having a really hard time, and they're having cooling centers, and since they're not acclimated to it, you know, that makes it even harder when your body's not acclimated. And I know just recently I couldn't work in the field at the job I was doing because of the weather, and I had just gotten the vaccination, and it kind of triggered my low blood pressure, and I couldn't deal with the heat, and it's been getting worse and worse with me as the older I've gotten, though. But my finger keeps getting in the way. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hold this. I can't find my my camera holder. I can't remember what I did with it. But I don't know how much longer this is going to last, if we're going to start getting some heat down here, but it's been very mild. I mean, it's been maybe up into from the 80s into maybe the lower 90s, I guess. But it doesn't last very long, maybe for an hour or two up into the 90s, and then it's starting to cool down for the evening. Which usually here, if it's a hot day, it'll go, just straight up into the 90s and stay there till like 9 o'clock at night. It might go down into the 80s, but well, since our weather patterns have changed, this is just, and it's really green here. A lot of times in the summer we have a lot of fire warnings, and grass dries up, things get really crunchy, but my grass was so tall. It grew within, I'd say, the whole last week, it grew almost a foot, and that's, sometimes I don't even have to mow my yard for like a month and a half. And there's little trees sprouting all around. I've found a lot of baby trees. I have some pecan trees, which I'm going to transplant one of the pecan trees into the front yard, and it's just so amazing how this greenery, because I'm not really used to all this, but I mean, we have green trees and grass and everything, but out of just all the rain that we got, it's just all over the place, just green everywhere. And usually we just don't get that much wet weather and rain, but I mean, it's just been an amazing, weird change, and I wish the weather would stay like this. It's super nice, and just but I'm pretty sure it's going to get hotter here. But I hope the heat cools down up in the north and the west, because I live in it, and it's hard, and the people who aren't used to it, it can be really just extremely hard to deal with. Bad enough that you live in it and you're acclimated to it, but when it's sprung on you like that, it's something to deal with. It really is. And it can slow you down. It makes you tired. It's something that it really messes with your system and with your health, it makes your brain you get brain fog, you get mosquitoes. We've had mosquitoes all over the place. They sprayed, the city sprayed for mosquitoes last night. They were just everywhere. I have them all over. I have bites all over my arm and everything, and that's one reason why I cut my grass, because it was harboring a lot of mosquitoes, so they're saying to cut your grass and everything. But it's just been so mild, I wish we would have this weather all the time. I love it. But I hope it cools down and up in the north and along the west coast, all around there. Hopefully they'll get a relief from that. And okay, well, I'm just enjoying the day. I took my dog out for a little walk, and I'll see y'all later. Make another video soon. Thank you for coming to my channel.